We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
For the Denver Broncos.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
First down, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Harrison on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Brings up.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Locke into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll find Hall. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Cleveland.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Hey,
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Denzel Mims. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Browns.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Cleveland.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pick.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 39-yard
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 39, Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
3-yard pickup.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
15-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they try the right side here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's make these babies cry.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Browns 10. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Final play of the half. Mayfield got a man and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the...
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Aaron Donald.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. To throw, Mayfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Mims. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
At the 3-yard line.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. He may try and run, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown,
Baker Mayfield, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Brett Maher is set.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 78 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
To kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun. Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
17.
Now this time, Locke will throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
The 23-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll throw right away. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Duke Dawson picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
At the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Gain on the play. 1st down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Mayfield.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score. Broncos 31. Browns.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he goes out right around the 39. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check, check.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
He was brought down at the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A lot going to throw it here. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Denver, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.